Well, hello and welcome back. Today I'm coming at you with another shoulder day. This time it's going to be strict overhead presses versus if you watched my last shoulder day video I posted, that training block had more explosive movements. So it's cool taking the strength I got with that explosive stimulus and transferring it into something like a strict overhead press with barbell and watching the strength develop from there. There's a lot of different factors that you can change within your program to overcome certain plateaus for exercises that are hard to beat plateaus on, like overhead press, right? Because you can only work with so much weight and do it in a safe way. If you're struggling to break certain plateaus with your lifts or even with your aesthetic goals, check out the link in my bio to apply for one-on-one coaching. It includes your exercise programming, nutrition, and weekly check-ins, as well as me as a resource to guide you, whether that's you sending me videos to help with technique, or answering any questions you might have on your journey. I definitely recommend checking it out. But let's get to it. I'm going to show you guys my warm-up today. We're going to unlock lats a little bit because they're a little bit stuck. So I'll show you some of the moves I got today. So this first exercise is going to be a weird one I'm going to show you. I like doing this when I'm feeling limited mobility in my shoulder. So this can release a little bit of that lat because I'm just putting it not like directly into my armpit, but almost like a little bit below it. You can feel the tense muscles there. I think it's your subscapularis and some of those external rotators of the shoulder as well. But there's a lot of muscles that come into this point, and so taking the time to truly release them before hitting a shoulder day, sometimes I need to do that in order to get full range of motion. So I'm gonna start with this one today, and I'm just moving my arm up and down. And then sometimes I'll move a little bit below. Same thing, I'm just getting that lat, and I can almost feel it picking up my whole shoulder blade when I'm actually pushing it back and getting a little bit more range of motion with it. Okay, so up next we're gonna get that teres minor, major, and lat with the foam roller. So we got some of those more deep portions with that dowel, but this is just gonna get a little bit extra movement going on here. Again, thinking about pressing overhead, we want that full range of motion. When I find a sticking point, I like to hold onto it and then just give a little bit of light movement there so I can really focus on releasing that tight point. After that, we're gonna go ahead and move into overall T-spine. So we're gonna place this about where our back has that curve. Gonna go ahead and give yourself a hug and roll forwards and backwards. This is where I get my few cracks for the day. And lastly, we're gonna get some dynamic movements in. So sometimes I'll do this with bands, but today, just because I'm using the rod, I'm gonna use this rod. And we're just doing some simple arm circles. Again, fixating on some of those sticking points. Okay, so I lied. We're actually gonna dumbbell press today because all the racks are taken, and this is a quick workout for me. I have my brother coming over later, and I'm making him some high protein baked ziti, and we're gonna have a couple glasses of wine. So I'm in a little bit more of a rush today, but we're gonna warm up here with some 30s. Next warm up here is just gonna be a couple reps at 40, and then I'm planning on my working sets to probably be 45s, 50s, depending on how I'm feeling. I haven't been dumbbell pressing as much, so we'll see how it feels today. Okay, so we're aiming for 4 sets of 8 reps here. First working set is gonna be with 45s, and next weight will be decided based on how this goes. this is set number 2. We're gonna go 45s again, just to keep warming up a little bit, because I don't think I'm quite ready yet to jump to 50s, but I probably will on this next one. All right, this is set number 3. We're working with 50s on this one. Getting in what we can. Quick drop set down to 45s. Just gonna get in a couple more reps. This is last set here. We're gonna drop back down to 45s because, as you could tell, I couldn't get all my reps in for those 50s. So last set here. That's it for that one. So next up, we got 3x15 of lateral raises with a 2-second hold at the top. All right, this is set number 2. All right, we're gonna drop weight to 12s on this last one, just because I wasn't able to have my holds the same way. Okay, so up next we're gonna do a superset. First one's gonna be upright rows, and then second one is going to be a front raise with a plate. I'm just gonna show you my first set for that superset, and then I'll show you what I have after that. Normally I place reverse flies or some kind of rear delt movement here, but switching my order just based on what's available right now. I'm gonna go ahead and superset this with front raises with the plate. You know that couples trend where somebody flexes behind their girlfriend? Yeah, I want it to look like that, but it's just me. Okay, so next up here is 3x15 face pulls, and I'm just working at 60 pounds here, and only gonna show you one of my sets. Okay, so that is all for today. I'm gonna move my reverse flies onto one of my next upper body days, probably my back day. But a pretty good day overall. Again, a little bit more of a rush today than typically, because I gotta go make some high protein baked ziti. With that being said, if you wanna see my free high protein recipe each week, check out my newsletter, which is at buildingbalance.co, same as my coaching website. But if you scroll all the way to the bottom to get balanced, and you fill that out, that'll subscribe you to my newsletter with the free recipe each week. Also, don't know if you noticed what my shirt says. It says, "Sorry for having great pecs and correct opinions." I made it as a play off of the popular shirt that says, "Sorry for having great tits and correct opinions." We all know I have pecs instead of tits, so there we go on that. But if you want this, merch link is in the link in my bio. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please comment below and let me know, or let me know what types of videos you'd like to see more of, whether it's more what I eat in a days, more Costco hauls, or what have you. Please let me know below. But again, thank you for watching, and I will see you next Tuesday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time.